Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Ready when y'all are.
Alright, let's go in.
Eat food, you guys. I forgot.
Food is good.
Food is very good.
I was gonna heal test laugh with this character and I realized I don't have any self heals on my bar.
Oh no, I think I DC'd.
No.
I'm frozen. I can still hear you guys,
Stuck on Sun Eater.
That's good.
but I'm completely frozen.
Maybe if you sing a song from the movie, it'll help.
What the hell is going on? Nope, that don't do shit.
I will say though, if we come in here with a bunch of DCs starting, it's gonna not make a smooth trial.
Yeah. Like, if we DC a lot, I don't want to go for very long.
No, I agree.
No.
Yeah, I'm still frozen.
My Vmol hard mode prog was really having issues the last couple days, to the point where we didn't even complete wins because there would be multiple DCs every pull.
Oh wow.
It was getting really
Alright.
bad, and you could
Before
see
we-
how people were getting mad.
Hold on.
I felt bad.
Hold on, guys. Before we go to the next door, let me take out my merchant. I got no space, so just give me a second.
I might need to restart real quick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me take out my little cat.
Yeah, put the pets away.
Ooh, kitty.
Oh man, my chicken.
I will put the mummy cat away. He's ugly too, so it's okay.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well,
So, still no word from Cash or what? That's bad.
you know, you never can tell. Maybe there's a flood, a hurricane, a storm.
That's true, but
I don't know, with today's technology,
Where does
there
she
is-
live? I'll Google it.
you can PSN message through your phone, you can Discord,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many, there's still, but if it's like crazy emergency, obviously, then that would be
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
good.
does anybody else want to use my merchant? I'm gonna put him away.
Is it the cute little cat one?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I'll use it real quick.
Yeah, I just want to come look at it and talk to it.
Right. That's how I am too. Like,
I can't
first person,
justify
hello,
getting
kitty.
it.
Hey, buddy.
is-
What are you doing? Alright, I'm good.
That was quick.
Oh, I have my own little cat that never leaves me alone.
I don't. I have the regular human banker and
Put 'em away.
merchant because I've had them for a long time.
Oh, I meant real life cat.
Oh, I can't have a cat. My dog will eat it.
Yeah, my dog, he's like, hunts cats for a living.
We tried it, and he wanted to eat the cats. We didn't do it. We got a snake.
You got a snake? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a big
we got a ball
change.
python. I have a dog and a
Wow.
snake. And 4 kids. Bring them.
Wow, that's
Yeah, your
like
house
it.
is really quiet
Yeah.
tonight, Muffin.
Well, because the boys are in the room with the laptop, the oldest girl has a phone, and the 2-year-old is having a phone.
Normally
Technology
it's like
today.
Two-year-old has a phone.
chaos. there.
technology
She's got
saves
my
the
phone.
day.
Well, only because this is kind of like a relaxing Friday night. They don't stay up late because they had school this morning. So.
Is Platinum
Alright, we
back?
ready, let's go.
Let's
do
it.
this.
Yeah, I'm back.
So at this point, I just want to see a smooth first boss, and I'd like to get to the twins, but
Oh, Smurf, just let me know, you main tanking, correct? Or Smurf?
Jay, you get to my bed. I was trying to talk to you. I was gonna say
Oh.
you get to taunt on that Sun Eater at the bottom. I'm gonna keep these guys up here.
Okay, gotcha.
good burn. Yep, go ahead and move
Seems
all the
like
way
me
to
have
the top.
move right now.
Die.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, which one of you is
Alright.
taking the savage?
I'm taking the heavy sack.
Alright, let's get the 70 sec.
Everyone
So
on
what do you
heavy
want me?
sack.
What do you want me to
Stack
get,
on
Smurf?
sack.
The Sun Eater, or
I want you to. I can't remember what we did, but get that savage.
You take the, okay, so you take the Savage and you'll take the Savage back here and you'll hold him back here while
Okay.
the DPS gets the Sun Eater and then the other ones, and then you'll bring the Savage into the group whenever we get down to like maybe 1 or 2 ads left.
There you
gotcha.
Yeah, let's do
Sounds good. All right.
Sorry, Broken.
No, you're fine. I asked you to lead, so
No,
that's
no,
what I.
see, that's what I wanted to hear. Well, I lagged for like a minute.
Senator down. Alright, cat, fuck off.
Alright, so you can bring the Savage in now because the Dreadstalker's almost dead and we can go ahead and just knock them both out.
Gotcha.
Literally.
I'm having major lag spikes. If I disappear, that's what happens.
Same.
Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit too, but I got this
Okay.
under
Just gonna
control.
do the pulls that we can before Exhaust decides we can't.
Right.
Yep.
Look at
Just
this
a heavy sack.
sack.
Right, 30 sec. We're going there.
10 tomato.
There's a guild called Heavy Sacks.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guild called Spicy Burrito.
Yeah, I left that guild because I didn't want to pay 20k.
Yeah, they're
Cheap.
expensive.
I'm cheap. I'll pay 15k a week.
Holy shit. Still pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Right,
but it's
just-
a main city trader.
Does anybody
That's
need to
true.
go over this while we're here before we roll?
Okay, so yeah, Smurf, so you're main tanking and I'm getting the cats, correct, and what else am I getting?
So this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna post up right here.
Okay.
You go to my right hand
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pull that dude, and I'm gonna take. Oh
Oh,
shit,
cool,
I already
cool.
did it, you guys.
Just like that. Just like that.
Everybody get stuck.
Stack on his butt. Stack on his
Stack
butt.
on his butt. Everybody on his butt.
Until that first pillar pops.
Yes, you're gonna pull the cats in.
and block. Ooh, those little blades. Sorry about that.
Alright, curses. A.
A
Tank is dirty.
cursor. Healer clean.
Healer queen.
Oh, remember, when you go
Yeah.
cleanse, let me grab it, so we won't
Yep.
move. Yeah.
That was a test, bro. You did perfect.
Oh.
A cursor.
Alright, main tank dirty.
Hey guys,
Big tank.
Alright,
Healer
got it.
clean.
I got it. I got him.
Healer dirty.
if you gotta have really good person, call out.
Alright, taking top back.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Healer dirty.
Healer clean. A curses.
Poke him to death.
Tank slot open.
I got rest. Keep DPSing.
Cats are out. DPS cats.
Dragon cats.
Line of sight.
AoE.
Oh, that's it. Oh, my bad.
Off tank down.
Yeah, I'll take down.
A
Healer
curses.
first.
Healer
Tank
dirty.
that's open.
I'm getting res.
Shit.
Got pigeon.
Somebody took.
I did. I'm
Gonna
Blackie.
die
I'm
in group
sorry.
because I'm picking
I'll
up
tank
people.
up.
I'm gonna
Yep.
take the.
I'm gonna die.
Can I take the tank?
Yep.
Something's calling out A, B curses. I'm not hearing it.
B curses.
Aubrey, we can't hear you.
Take pad open.
The cat on healer.
Thank you.
I'm only ever hearing A, B curses like once in a while. I can't ever tell where to go.
Shield face. Stack and DPS.
Yep, don't worry about reses, just DPS.
I got you, res. Off tanking res. Don't get up yet.
Dying purposely.
Shield face over. Curses
too.
A. Tank slot open.
Healer curse.
Healer clean.
Picking up the dead.
We've got people going to the wrong side for curses.
AoE.
Line of sight, you mean?
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start with A curses.
That's the right side, right?
A curses,
A
yes.
curses.
Yep.
Okay.
Off
Healer-
Healer,
tank curse.
healer
Off
dirty.
tank curse.
Healer clean. B curses.
Wrong one, Vic.
Wrong one? Oh, okay, my
It's
bad.
okay. It's okay.
You guys at res? Okay.
Tank
Yeah.
pad's open right now.
Now if there's curses, it would be A curses.
Alright. Main tank 30. Vic get top.
Got him, got him.
Now if there's
Job.
curses again, it would be B curses, which is me, healer cursed.
Off
Healer
tank
Take
curse.
the top back.
Go ahead. So which one do I grab, Smurf?
The one right behind you. It's B.
Alright.
Alright, if there's
You're
curses,
dying
it would be A curses.
Just get some
Line of
hiccups.
sight.
Fuck.
You can res. No, line of sight. Now res. And damage cats.
Getting res.
A curses.
A curses.
Healer dirty.
Tank slot open.
Healer clean.
Staying in group, picking up.
B side?
B,
Hey,
B
Vic, could you move
curses.
a little bit?
Main tank
Yeah,
30.
First,
Vic take
staying
top.
in group.
Got him.
Healer clean.
Healer clean.
Taking top back, Vic.
Go ahead.
A
Moving
curses.
A curses.
Healer
Go ahead.
clean.
And on him,
Healer clean.
Still on me.
There we go. We got it.
Alright.
Somebody pick up Sarah.
You know, slowly.
AoE.
Line of
Line
sight.
of sight.
Yep.
You can still DPS the boss while you're there. Let's get them pickups.
Getting res. Off tank getting res.
A
I'll get
curses.
cast in a second. Oh, off
Healer's
tank.
cursed.
Off tank curse.
Healer clean.
Go to the A side, Vic.
Been
Picking
dying
up
group.
cookie.
Oh, I got the B side, I think.
B curses. Main tank 30. Vic take top.
Got him, got him, got him, got him, got him. Go ahead, go ahead.
Thank you.
You're right, platinum too much over cursing.
Taking top.
Healer cursed. I'm gonna go with A
Healer clear.
curses.
Both
Oh.
tanks
Staying
30.
in group.
We're getting ready to get
Off tank
shield phased. We gotta get them reses.
Picking up.
Take it, Vic.
There we
Getting
go.
reses.
AoE.
Line of sight.
Main tank's dying.
I got him afterwards.
Ooh, I died.
Shield
DPS,
face.
DPS. Forget about reses, DPS. Dump
You're
your
down here.
alties.
Good barrier, Vic.
I got you, Smurf.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up, keep it up. Careful, don't stack on each other. Oh. Alright,
I got you, bird.
let's wipe it up.
Whoa.
Dude, you guys are awesome. That was the better
31%. That was a great pull. Even though we really didn't get set up. Great pull.
I think
Yeah, you
part
were
of the
still
problem
explaining.
Oh,
again.
shit.
Somebody pulled
pulled it.
again.
die again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's just
damn it.
Alright,
build your
so
ulti.
this time let's
Build your
explain
ultis.
what to do
Swipe.
to
Yeah, just build
offset.
your ultis, build your ultis.
So something Cash had mentioned last time is if you get overcurse, regardless of whether it's your fault or not, die in group. Do not try to take a path.
I
Unless
always
you're the
die in
healer.
group. Yes. Because I'm always picking up people. Dying in
But-
group is easy. If I can get to a pad, I go to a pad, but I die in group.
If you overcurse the healer, however, the healer takes
The
your
healer
pad.
gets the pad, absolutely. Healer and tanks, I don't care how they get cursed, they get pad.
That was a really good pull, guys. I mean, and gals, sorry.
Yep.
It was a little messy, but
No,
31%.
we're wiping. It's alright. I got my ult, so I just died.
A lot of
Also,
procs don't
if-
even get past the first boss, so.
I'm gonna die anyway because I'm cursed.
Also, though, if someone calls A curses, and don't take the B side, or it's gonna throw off the next set of curses, and we're gonna have a lot more deaths needlessly.
But there
That
can
was
be
something that
times
was-
where like it's A curses and then B curses right after, and it may look like someone's taken the wrong path. And they might not.
No, I
be,
know what you're
even-
saying, but like you called B curses and I got cursed, and there were no pads on B side, and they never came back up. Like they stayed down,
well-
so it wasn't like they were coming back up because I stood on one, but it never came back up until the next round of B curses. It took that long, so someone definitely had taken it earlier. Whether they stood on it by accident or whatever, just like try to avoid
Yeah.
the pads.
All right,
See, and
hold on,
I don't
guys.
see curses very well, so I can't really call them consistently. I
A right
can
here,
call them
correct?
when I know.
What's up, Vic?
This is A
Yeah.
right here, right? For
Yeah,
tank?
that's it. Yep,
And
that's
I
it.
will say,
Miller,
broken.
that's what I was saying too. Yeah, same thing.
In every prog that I've been in, nobody talks except for 2 healers and 2 tanks. Everybody else mutes.
Sorry, that's my fault.
So there can't be chatter. No, you're good. You can stay on mic because you help run it and you've been in here. But like everybody else, it can get too much chatter. Like if you're resing somebody, great. But like you may miss like an A pad or a B pad side calling if someone's like I'm resing so and so or I'm dying in group. Just because you might miss that and it might cause other deaths. Not because anybody shouldn't be able to talk, but just because we could miss the mechanic that someone has to call, and that'll cause more deaths and it'll make the fight sloppier and harder. That's like the only reason why it gets done usually. I'm not saying that just because I'm a healer. I usually don't care. But
Alright, so for the first pull, and I like that muffin where we all stack on the butt. Get that first pillar up, and then we'll move into our formation. Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Side note, gold mother Sara rings are in the gold vendor.
Everybody's been talking about that. Remember,
I just found out.
we don't do reses during shield phase. We burn no matter what. And also, once we get to the end and execute, we don't do reses. We burn. It becomes a race at that time. So, unless you're the off tank, then he can do a res. But otherwise, you know, we gotta keep the burn on it. That first shield is what, like 3 million, and the second one is what, like 10 million or something?
I think so. But okay, so when we get to execute though, like if someone's cursed, would you rather them DPS until they die or
Yes.
pick somebody up? Okay, just didn't know.
I mean, that's the way I've been taught. So if there's a
Yeah.
better way, we'll figure
Oh
that
no, I'm
out.
cool
But
with that one.
I mean,
That works.
somebody resin that may be dying is no DPS compared to dying
Yeah.
in DPS.
True.
Yes, and there was in the shield phase there was some DPS dancing in the middle. I'm not sure who it was, but the middle groups DPS was dancing. I seen 2 of you kill each other by dancing up there. So we got to be careful on that spacing, keep that honeycomb, and watch that AoE under our feet.
If you have the Sejic skull line like slotted and you have like that orb from when you block that shield, if you stay that like 0. If you stay like that distance away from people, that's the perfect distance to know like she hits his bubble, I got my bubble, don't cross bubbles, kind of.
Well, so long as your feet, you can overlap the AoE, but you can't both be in both AoEs. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. So the edges can overlap a little, but you can't be pushing
Touching feet.
your border onto their feet.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any questions?
Did Smurf finish explaining what off tank was gonna do?
Yeah, so, just about the only thing, because, dude, I think you did that fantastic. You did it better than I did it. The only thing that we could have done better, in my opinion, was to pull in the cats.
Yeah, I did. The cats, I was a little off with that. But, yeah, I'll do better this time.
Yeah, I was trying to, but I also overlooked them, so, you know,
Yeah.
I'm running chains as well, because I don't need Cinder Storm. So, we'll try to stay on top of it, and then, do you have Talons on? Because I do have Talons on, so I can root them.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so we're chilling.
Chain them in, talon them down.
Hold on, before we start, hold on. Let me put a sword and shield before we start. Set up
DK's for life, bro.
Hell yeah.
They are best in slot for tank.
Hell yeah. I tried Necro Tank, that shit is hard as hell.
I will not run a trial with the necro tank.
Yeah, they're
why not?
hard to use. They're
They
hard
are-
to use.
I have, well, no, it's just personal experience and personal preference. I have played with many people who main a tank, like a DK tank, a Warden tank, whatever. But when it's a necro tank and they go and make a necro tank and they play around with that, it never ends well. And they could be an amazing tank on a DK, but the necro tank does not ever end well.
It's hard to keep up with a Necro Tank, honestly.
It's cool if you're like running like normal content or like vet
yeah.
Craglorns is fine, but if you're running like vet DLC stuff, I do not prefer it because it's too unsustainable,
Yeah.
inconsistent, and it just isn't as like viable for the group.
It is not. It's very hard to keep up with a tank, Necro Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alright, we're ready when you tanks are.
Yep. Alright.
Let's do this, man.
On the butt.
Maybe I
Take a
should
block.
run Alkosh. I should have run.
Block.
Curses
A
A.
curses. Healer.
Tank pad
curse.
open.
Healer clean.
Curses B.
Healer clean.
Tank pad open.
Off tank
Healer clean.
clean.
But I'm like, for 1 second, Vic, if you keep standing on me, you're gonna get cursed.
I know. I did see that. I was like so close.
Get that
I'm
res, you
service.
guys.
Aubrey,
I
your
don't
partner is
know
dead.
if Vic, do you see A and B curses? Do you think you could call those out as much as you could? I can't see them. Line of sight.
I'm trying to call him out.
Okay.
A
A
curses.
curses. Healer curse.
Tanks.
Healer
Take
cursed.
Alright. Zero, you're gonna have to die. I'm sorry.
Shield face.
Watch your stacking.
Off tank first.
Both tanks cursed. Vic, go ahead. It's A side.
Okay.
Alright, Verter, if you could pick up Zero right behind you, that would be fantastic.
Alright. I'll take
Take
over
time.
if you die.
Okay.
I got him.
Taking DPS pad. Oh, platinum.
Shit.
Sorry.
My
Healer
bad.
curse.
You said that as
Healer
soon as I
first.
rolled.
I still
B
died
curses.
too.
Somebody get main tank, please.
I glitched out and I died.
Alright, Pigeon, you're gonna have to die in group. If you're a DPS, you probably should pause and pick up your friends.
Taking time.
Go ahead.
Cats in group.
Okay. Which set of curses is that? Okay, cool.
Line of
save.
sight.
On a side, it'll be A.
A curses.
Healer
Main
cursed.
tank 30.
Healer
Vic,
clean.
take time.
Get him. I got him. Ooh, I just got cursed. Off tank curse.
Says B curses. Healer clean.
Go ahead, Vic.
Alright, moving out slope.
Roll dodge.
Is it B-side?
okay.
Yeah.
Vic, we're cursing each other, that's what happened. It's because I'm cursed now.
Oh, you are cursed?
So if there's curses again, it'd be
So
A
I'm gonna
curses.
die.
So A curses.
Healer
Healer
curse.
clean.
Go ahead, there's one in the A right. Uh-oh.
Save your
Someone getting
ultis.
AoE.
Shield face.
Pads available because there was one perk that was called incorrectly.
Get the reses. Don't push the boss.
A curses.
Healer curse.
Healer clean.
I can.
Probably go to B, since we just did A.
I think that was an over curse. Taking top back.
B curses.
B curses. Maintain 30. Vic, take top back again. Sorry.
I just took it.
Yeah, I think when you got there, you cursed me too. I'm cursed.
Yep. We're doing a great job at that.
It's alright, we'll get it now.
So
A
I'm taking
curses,
top back.
healer.
Go ahead and die,
Healer
Vic.
dirty.
I'm
Healer
dead.
clean. Cats are priority when the cats are out.
Yeah, I'll get cast in a second.
A
Out of
side.
sight.
Alright, we gotta get reses.
Getting nice.
First set of curses will be A curses.
Alright, A curses. Maintain
Healer
30.
curse.
Vic, can you take top?
Healer
Right.
clean.
Off
Ooh.
10.
Oh yeah, because I fucking walked right by you, dude.
Alright, shield phase is coming. Might get line of sight too.
Taking top back.
I'll stay right here just in case I die. I'm
Shield
dead.
face. It's alright, I'll be able to get you.
Yeah, it's fine, go ahead. It's okay.
If it lets me get you. There you go.
West side.
It'll be A side in a minute, but it's B side then. Now it's A side.
I got rest.
A curses.
Yep.
Maintain
Oh my
30.
god. I'll take 32.
Healer clean.
Okay.
Go
Healer
ahead, go ahead,
clean.
go ahead, please. Go ahead.
B curses.
Getting very close to IQ.
Healer clean.
Healer clean.
Go ahead,
So,
take notes.
take a healer pass. Make it.
Oh shit, broken.
Trying to get him. There we go. I
Cats
got
are
him.
out, so if you could chain them in.
A curses.
Fuck, I walked
Healer
into you
clean.
again.
Broken, you're gonna have to res me as soon as I die, because it's
Gotcha.
not worth running.
Alright, Vic, I'm resing you. I'm gonna die. You're gonna have to res me.
Yeah.
Oh, AoE.
Line of
Fuck.
sight.
Yeah, I'm super dead.
I'm dead.
Vic, just get taunt. Don't res me.
Oh,
Healer cursed.
maintain 30.
Either
Yeah,
dead.
that's fine.
Got it.
If both tanks are out, can one of you guys chain the cats in, please? They're
He
messing.
has most of them.
There's
AoE.
one on.
Just try to burn him, you guys. Don't even try to res me up. If you can.
Yeah,
I
kill
got
the
them all.
boss.
I got them all. Got them all.
Just
Bullhorn.
mark him.
Like now.
Maintain 30.
Just burn,
Just
burn, burn.
execute. Just execute.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Oh yeah.
There it is, you guys.
Nice
Oh,
job, guys.
That was way better than last week, yeah?
Ooh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
way better.
Yeah, man, that
Holes.
went a lot smoother, and people seem to be getting it a lot better than last week. Absolutely.
We
Did a lot
did.
less corrections. It was more like, oh, okay, here's how it goes, and do it, and it was going really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
first
great.
pool was a refresher. Second one was everybody getting it. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
That was like really good progression, I think.
Hell yeah.
I keep
Check.
breaking
Next
my
week we'll
lockpick,
just blow
so-
through that.
Come on, unlock.
So Now we gotta get through the open field of death.
Oh no, we gotta get to the twins.
I know, but the open field of death is in between the twins and this.
We did really
Are we-
good
Yeah,
last
we did.
week on the ads.
Oh, I get to skip this? Oh yeah. We're not allowed to skip it in my other
Just hug the
prog.
wall.
My other prog, we're not allowed to skip it.
I don't think we skip it when I did it too. They say it's bad mojo. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know anything. On tanks, you guys discuss who's picking what?
I'm gonna get the shaman.
No. Okay,
Does
do you
he
get a
know
shaman?
what he needs to do with the other ones?
You need to bash the render.
Shaman goes down first.
I was just about to say that.
Well,
Hey guys, stop dying. Hey.
What the hell?
Oh shit, he's not.
This fool can't hurt me.
I'm gonna ask a really random question. Does the Golden Thunder sell shit for gold, or do you have to use AP?
You can use
You
gold.
You can use their gold too.
Yeah, but
Hold
if
on.
you buy it with
Is it
gold,
gold?
then you might as well just buy gold
like
mats and get
100K.
a
Hold on,
purple piece.
hold on. Let me.
Oh,
Yeah, it
wow,
sounds like
Will.
500k.
Ah!
No, I thought it was
Need
100k.
Let me charge it my shit.
If it's 100k, I think I'm just gonna go buy them just cause.
Anyone
No,
wanna
they're
help me
500.
get AP?
It's 300 AP for the rings or 500 gold.
Yeah, see,
Yikes.
it's
I've
cheaper
got-
just to get 4 chrome plates and buy the purple ones.
I've got 900,000 AP. So
Anyone
if
wanna help
anybody
me farm
really
AP?
wants one, I can probably get you one.
I was farming earlier. I'll be on tomorrow doing it too.
I have 20,000. That is how much AP I have.
If it makes you feel
I
any better,
have
I started out today with
212,000.
5,000, so I got 200,000 today.
yeah, I have 200,000 as well.
Oh, that's a lie. I have 600,000 AP.
Alright, I'm gonna pull this group, you guys.
How do I have that? I don't even
I
PvP.
know. I know, right?
I literally don't go there.
Alright,
Take the
okay.
savage.
Savage?
Sun
Alright.
Eater.
Look at them
Where's
Goliaths.
the savage? Where's the savage? Where's the savage? There it is.
Healer down.
Where you at, Rocky? I see.
In the middle of the, nullify.
Go buy me mother's
That whisper.
Sorry, talking to my husband.
I was like,
He
you could just.
PvPs.
Where do I find the golden vendor even? I've never been there.
What
West
alliance?
He's in Cyrodiil.
I have different alliance. I have every alliance, so.
On
you
yellow,
go to-
it's the west gate by the banker.
On
Love it.
red, it is.
Is it like in the starter area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to like go traverse fucking Cyrodiil for it.
No,
Hell
it's
no.
one of the
It's
two.
like Sir and Destiny, you gotta go find it.
If that's the case, Vic, I need your help. Keep me alive. I went to go get sky shards and I died 35 times within 12 minutes. I left.
No way.
Cause I don't have I don't have a PvP build. I'm running my PvE shit and I don't even know how to. I don't kill people.
I don't think we're supposed to do that, you guys. Are we supposed to do that? Okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to do this.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Cave of Wonders. Aladdin
Once
is
they're
in
dead, though, we
here.
have to leave. We don't just keep killing shit. We go over to where the Sun Eater is.
Yeah.
Aladdin left, the genie left. We just kill shit.
Nothing wrong with chatter when it's not a boss fight, I don't think.
Alright, Shaman
No.
died first that time, so that was perfect.
We can have fun. I mean,
I've never seen a prog not talk when it's not a boss.
I know, right?
Yeah.
People would get so bored.
They're very serious fight all the way.
Alright, Vic, I believe that you should get the savages when there's the savages out, and the renders when there's the renders out.
Yep.
Okay, renders and savages. Gotcha.
Sun Eater right here needs to be focused on.
Oh, it's going
sick.
down.
Great burn.
I got a
Good
shadow
focus
guard
for
on me.
sure.
I'll get him.
I mean, I picked the best of the people I had available, and you guys are it. And y'all are amazing.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when you messaged me, I was real happy.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead.
That's alright, I got him.
I got him, I got him. Okay.
Alright, everybody focus this savage.
Thank you, man. That was a fast revive, by the way.
Templar.
Yep.
Templar.
That's why I was
Oh,
running
yeah.
over there.
Alright, go for the render. I think he's still left.
Yeah, he went for me, actually.
We take him out, we kill the
Shaman is
shaman.
middle.
Shit.
Same shit. Ah.
Got Miller. Looking for my partner, Aubrey.
She's
She's
on
over
me.
here.
The render is stepping on
He
me.
is everywhere.
Got Seraph.
Thank you.
I still don't know
Thank
where
you,
Aubrey
Muffin.
is.
I got her.
Muffin got me.
Good deal. Muffin, if you want some gold Mother Sorrow, I'll buy it for you.
I have 600k AP. My husband has more than I do, and he owes me.
You've got enough for both rings. If you got 600, good for you.
I need.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're 300 apiece.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I heard 400 apiece. Awesome!
I want
Fuck,
four.
damn it, I just
Really?
transmuted them too.
300?
I want
They're only
4.
300 apiece?
300
I got the
AP.
savage.
Oh, 300
Go
I
ahead.
got 2,000.
Got zero.
Just switch roles, Vic. I got the savage.
You got the
Well,
savage?
and here's
Okay.
a helpful tip. They're not a dungeon drop, they're a zone drop, so you can buy them and sell them, and you can buy them and sell them for later.
I know,
and all
everybody's been selling the rings right now. I see everywhere.
that. Ooh, I'm holding
Maybe I
on
should
to
go
that.
farm them and then just sell them in the one guild trader I have right now.
Got Seraph. Trying to get Seraph.
But everybody's selling it though for like
I might be
50K.
glitching.
Fine, I'll sell for 40k and then they'll come to me. I'm an accountant! This is my shit right here!
That's very true. That's very true.
Okay, I'll buy it from you, and then I'll save it for later, and then I'll flip it.
Yeah.
Go for it! Dude, if I get gold, you get gold. It's a win-win.
Everybody gets gold.
Gold for everyone.
Can you take the savage, please?
Yes. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. That fool's just fucking me up because my armor's been shattered this whole time. That render's
I gotta know how to turn a profit in the short term and the long term. Some random was selling shit that I didn't want, and I bought it off him because he was selling it for 5k, and I've seen it go for like 200,000, so I bought it off him for 5 and sold it for
Alright,
200,000
focus
2
on-
months later.
Alright, get focused
Focus
back.
on this Sun Eater. And then we'll move to the other one. They're both here. So.
What even killed me?
The
Always
Shadow
fuck.
Guard.
The Shadow Guard killed me before he actually did the animation.
Yep.
I stacked
They're
both
fast
stun
like that.
eaters, you guys.
Like assassins.
Don't worry about focusing on one of them, get them both.
They're mighty assassins.
Thanks, partner. There it is.
Vic,
I
you
had-
good over there?
I like
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. They
8
don't shatter
soul
my armor,
gems.
so I'm good.
What?
I only had like 8 soul gems, so I stole from my tank. To make sure I had
you didn't
enough.
have. I have some.
No,
Do you
you're
need
fine.
more?
No, I stole 90 from my tank because my tank hardly ever dies, so.
Now that I have consuming on my bar, oh my god, I never have problems with soul gems.
Alright, let's stack them.
Bring him. Oh, you brought them to me. Poke, poke, poke.
Bird.
We did it, and we didn't wipe. Congratulations. Most progs can't handle that.
Oh, we're at the Twins.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa, we're at the Twins way earlier than last time, guys.
Well,
Give me a
yeah,
second, guys.
because
Give me
we
a second.
started 20 minutes late. So we're 40 minutes in right now, and we're at the Twins.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Amazing job, second time in, everybody. I know a lot of us have been here before, but still, it's about group synergy. So
Absolutely.
Do you guys do right now original?
I don't.
Since you brought me in here, do you do right now original? Sorry to interrupt.
So Stam
So
stacks on right?
I still don't really know what to do here.
all right, so
This is my favorite fight in the game.
who is
Mine
invisible?
too.
Somebody's invisible for me. This person
Aubrey's
right
invisible.
here.
That's me.
It's Aubrey.
It's your partner.
All right, so Meg stack on. Am I still crown? Meg
Aubrey,
stack on
reload
crown.
UI real quick.
We want to
Okay.
be one body.
I'm not invisible for me, but I'll try.
We can't see you.
Oh,
I can see you.
I can
I'll
see
try
you.
anyway. Reload UI.
Why is it me?
I'm trying.
My character was invisible earlier today too, so.
Maybe I need to reload UI. I'm gonna do it just in case. You never know.
Okay, I've reloaded.
Who's Ophelia Kitty Cat? She is glowing yellow.
That's me.
Oh, that's you? Okay. You are glowing yellow.
I
Like
am.
golden cat.
Oh, Stam goes on left? I thought we had
Alright,
four. I
so-
thought it was Stam on right, Mag on left? Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's
Normally
you're right,
it's
you're right.
on right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we had 4 people explaining that. Where does Meg go?
To the left.
All right. So Mag, one body here on the carpet. By one body, I mean one asshole. We should all be one person. Who is the left side healer for Mag?
I thought we had 4 Stam and 4 Mag, though.
Yeah, it should be 4 and 4.
That's what it was for the first fight.
No, because I was a mag before and
Oh.
switched to a tank, and then Golden Kitty over here came in and she's Sam.
Okay.
Golden Kitty.
All right. So
Sorry.
we need a volunteer before voluntold. So
Oh, there we go.
okay.
There we go.
One body and healer, one body with us. So Vic, have you had any experience with this at all?
Somewhat. You know, I done it like once. I know the tanks have to switch, right?
We're not even getting there yet.
Oh no.
So for the most part, we're gonna stack here, and what we have to do is you have to position the boss so that the, what do you call it, Muffin?
Negates.
The negates stay towards the outside. The
So,
DPS is
You're
all
gonna wanna-
gonna try and stay and move around and be in here. We don't want to be out here.
So, Vic, that means if you're over here, you're gonna hold the boss, and your back's gonna be to the wall, and you're gonna hold the boss towards you, so that he'll throw the negates, like back here alongside the wall. He'll throw a negate down.
So
right
like
here,
I should be
and
blocking
you'll-
this way, right?
Yeah, and so there'll be a negate there. You walk out of it, and you walk over here, and he'll throw a negate down. You kind of work your way across this wall. That way, the negates stay out of the middle of the room, and the DPS don't have to like stop and move or roll dodge out of it, or possibly die and stuff. So you'll just, lay them out around here by just tanking him along this wall with your back to it.
This is the same side for the right side, correct? So I'll be blocking it from
Well,
here.
On this side, you're gonna have to deal with bashes. So with Vashai, which is this side's boss, he's going to have himself and ads, like where like all of the people in your group, including yourself, are going to be on like a bash watch. Like you're gonna have to bash any ads that have like a white beam to, like, either you might get beamed and someone will have to bash that, and then you'll be fine. And then sometimes one of his ads are on the other side of the room, and so the other side will also have to be aware to be able to bash when it's called need a bash. So you just gotta say need a bash or bash. Anytime you say that, any of Vashai's, like his ads or himself, need to be bashed at that point, or they're gonna die.
Okay.
So this side is dealing with bashes, and with Vashai, and Skinrai. Is it Skinrai bashes? Vashai negates. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. Look at the color of the heads until just now. But Skinrai will deal with bashes. Vashai will deal with the negates. So whichever one you have, you just gotta make sure you know which one by the color of its head, of what you have to make sure you're watching out for.
Okay.
And then Blackie. I know you didn't really get a good. We only got like one pull or maybe two pulls last time we were in here. So the only thing you really need to worry about is just the conversions. And this place is glitchy as hell. So when they say conversions happening, if you see two people run out of your group and you don't see a third, back up a little bit, because sometimes you don't have that circle on your feet. Sometimes it says it on the screen like conversions happening. Sometimes, you can't see it at all because it's freaking ESO. So if you don't see a third person running out, you run out.
Can I interject?
Yes.
I would recommend doing that regardless, just because sometimes like I don't check, so I'll run back for a second to see if it's me. You don't want to assume that everyone who's moving back is leaving.
If they actually run across the room.
Can I also say something really quickly? If you have your buffs and debuffs set to always on your bar, it will show up on the bottom bar as one of the little squares with a different color. So it'll just pop up really quickly. Yes, it shows up with a different color, so you know you were the one being converted. Not everyone will get it, only 3 people.
I've
never heard that.
And I have mine set.
Okay, I don't even know what the color looks like normally, so...
Well, it won't show a color at all. It'll all of a sudden show another box on your bar with a conversion. It'll show so over here on the yellow, if we're converting to blue, it'll show a blue box, and then vice versa with the yellows. So if you have the bars, I recommend everyone running with their buffs and debuffs automatically on at all times. So you
Not automatically, always on. Always on.
Always on, yes. And it'll show up there.
And combat.
Yeah, I have mine.
Combat
I have
cues.
mine always on.
Combat cues always on.
Yes.
Combat text always on.
Oh, always on? I have this set to automatic.
Yeah.
I think mine's on automatic.
It's gonna make a lot of words come across the screen, but it helps. Trust me.
In trials, I always have them always on.
So,
outside, it's.
So, right side right now, or even left side. So let's say we're DPS in the boss and he's right there. He's not going to be right there, but let's say we're all stacked tight like this. As soon as we see, you'll get the feel for it after a couple of times. You just drop back a little bit, and you'll see a certain. You don't drop back on me. You drop back away from everybody. You just kind of scatter a little bit. And if you get that AoE under your feet, or you see the thing in the box, or you see any of the other cues, that's when you convert.
And you convert to the right every time. Unless you guys do a different way.
We go this way, all the way around the outer ring.
Wait,
or
what?
Wait, we go that way?
You guys go left? No, we normally go right. If you go left, that's a good to know, because, it's right, clockwise.
Right.
Yeah, so if you're in.
So we convert this way, right?
Yeah, we go this way, right?
That's every group I've been in has gone right clockwise. So you start here.
No, you guys are going left. We want to go counterclockwise.
No, we're going.
Right? Isn't that what we're doing?
Hold on, no, hold on, wait.
Goes
if you're
right, the right group goes left.
If you're in this group right here on the right side of the room, like Sam's side, if you convert, you step out and you go this way to the left. If you're converting in this group, you step out and you also convert to the left. This is called NASCAR in ESO.
Oh, so
Area.
it's clockwise, not counterclockwise.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you go in a circle. You will literally do this. This is how you convert. This is your pattern. It will not change. You literally just go left. Not straight across the room left. You're going to hug the walls left. I don't do the D pattern. I do when someone wants me to do the D pattern, because the D pattern is
Shit.
because that's Cash wanted us to do the D pattern. That's whenever you go straight across the room in the middle when you're coming from the left, and then you make a D by going across the wall, going back to the left. Like that.
Alright.
Wait, I got a question, Muffin.
Yes?
So I'm right here. I'm the tank, right? So I'm gonna tank it right here at the start, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then after everybody gets their head color, I'm gonna tank it like a little bit like farther back here.
Yeah, you're gonna kind of be right in this area.
Yeah, you want to kind of near the waterfall for the Florida flip. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, you're good. You start right here, but eventually it'll get moved on down towards the waterfall. And it's the same way with this side, because you start over here by the curtain, but with the negates you do end up working your way down.
Okay, and then prayer phrase. What do we do?
So, prayer face. Let's say we have Skin Rye with the golden head over here at the entrance, and we have Vashai over there at the exit. If
I need to relog. Everyone's frozen. Give me 1 second while y'all are talking.
Okay. Bro could explain this one so I don't fuck it up. It confuses me a little bit. I get a little confused. Where's Broken? Are you muted? Broken?
Oh, I'm muted.
Damn you. I knew it.
I know, I was halfway through. So we still do our rotation the same way. We still hug the wall and go on our sides. So if you have, what is it? You want to stay with your heads, right? No, you want to stay with your opposite heads. So if you're blue, you rush the white boss, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Yes, to not receive damage, you have to be with the boss whose head is opposite your color.
Okay, so good example. Entrance. Let's say Skin Rye with the gold head is at entrance, and Vashai with the blue head is at the exit. Alright, if you have a gold head, you're gonna rush to Vashai. And that way you can damage him and get your new head color. That's pretty much what we're doing in prayer phase.
So right now, let's say the boss is right here, and it's in prayer phase, and he has a white head and I have a white head. I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna circumvent around, and the people then that are on the other side that have the opposite head, they're gonna come around this way, and then
So
meet
it's
up.
just always clockwise.
Right. No, always clockwise.
Yeah. Okay.
But during that phase, usually it's like get to your boss as fast as you can, because you're also on a time limit, and if you're caught on the wrong side, you will die.
Yep.
But don't go near the other guys who have the opposite color, because you will blow them up. So it's like, get there, but don't get close.
Don't cross over here or here. Make sure you're outside of these middle 3 candles.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's the
that
danger
way,
zone.
You don't blow people up. People are gonna blow up. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And it sounds super confusing. It's a lot of mechanics at one time in one fight, and a lot of making sure everybody knows where they're supposed to go. But it does get easier. The more pulls you do, the easier it is.
It doesn't sound too confusing. The only thing that I could see being problems is you know when you're being converted or not.
Yeah, and so like, okay, with that, you being my little healer buddy, what we're gonna do is, if you have to like what we will do, our call outs will be, if you are converting, you will say healer converting, and then I will say, healer staying, and we end up in the same group. I will heal across to the other group. And then that way we kind of keep track of where we are at, and just know that if we end up together, don't worry about the other group. I will get them, and stuff, and you can just focus on that main group. And then, you know, because we will get split up, put together, whatnot, over and over again, depending on how long and how many conversions we do. But you just gotta say either healer staying, healer converting, and then that way we know where we're at.
Has anybody ever square danced before?
Yes,
No.
Not me.
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
I know.
But
Yeah, they do it.
it's very similar to when I was a youth doing square dancing. It's an amazing dance, and it's so much fun once people start getting it. You just kind of realize that, hey, I've got to do the hokey pokey, and I'm moving on, and you're just
Platinum.
doing your thing
Platinum, the conversions are going to happen
all the
every
time.
single time. Like, it's going to happen once every time between prayer phases. There's
Yeah.
no way to avoid it or make it not happen.
Yeah, the more you have just means the longer the fight's drawn out. It's just why I feel like, you know, it could happen a lot. So if it's like, you know, a longer fight, then you'll have to deal with more conversions.
Now, the
it's
one
not-
thing, if we get there on the first one, which I don't think we will, but I think we should cover it.
And you gotta have faith.
We gotta kill both bosses within 10 seconds of each other. So we have to keep an eye on how much burn we have, and we're gonna get more burn on, I think it's Vashai, than we will on Skinrai. Or no, maybe
Yeah,
it's
you wanna.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Hold
get
on. So,
more
like,
burn on
yeah.
Skinrai and less on Skinrai. So at that point, if we call out that we have to slow down the DPS on the boss, we have to. We gotta kill them within 10 seconds. We can't have 3 million left on Vashai and kill Skinrai. We're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Yeah. Well, and it's good as like with Smurf and Vic, what you guys can do is throughout it, you can, you know, be like, you know, so and so's at this %. And that way you can kind of keep track and you can kind of tell your group, because you guys are going to be the ones calling the mechanics. You guys will be the ones most likely to see, you know, the bashes and to be like, all right, need a bash and whatnot. You can just say Skinrai is at like 40% and then Vashai is at like, you know, 55, 60%. That way we can kind of have an idea of which group to kind of slow down on burns and stuff.
Yes, ma'am. I'll call it every 20%.
Okay, perfect.
And then 10% and 5%.
All right.
Whatever you want. Works for me. Alright, we're waiting on Seraph. Does anyone know what happened to them?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. She's been gone for a while. That's what I was about to say a minute ago.
Sarah's hanging out with Cash.
Can you
Just
hit her up on
logging
Is she on
out.
Discord?
She said had to reset my router. That's
Oh.
what she said on Discord.
Okay.
Okay. Last question. After
She
prayer
just said
phase,
she's logging back in.
after prayer phase, do we go back to the same spots that we're in right now?
Okay, so if you're over here, that's a good question. I forgot to even say anything about that. If you're at entrance at prayer phase, whenever the tanks do their swapping and grab their bosses, when you're at the entrance, you're going to stop and you're going to go this way to Waterfall. And so if you're at exit and you're, you know, ready to go back to the boss, to go back to your group, you're going to stop and you're going to go towards the curtain along that side. So you just stop and turn around and come back over here. So if you're over there, you're going to stop and you're going to come over where Vashai is kind of sitting now. That's where you'll like turn around and go to when you're at the exit.
Muffin,
Mm-hmm.
what's a tank swap?
Oh, what? You when you go to your opposite head colors. Like, let's say you have a blue head and you're over on Vashai, then you guys are going to have to go to the middle and like range taunt the opposites and pull them where they need to be.
Wait,
Okay.
Say that again?
Kind of like what we used to do on normal when we would just swap the bosses back and forth.
So okay, if I can be 100% honest, I've never ran this dungeon with 2 tanks. I've only ever soloed it, so I've never done a boss swap.
I've done you a big disservice. I'm sorry. I've
Oh,
done you
God.
a big disservice. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You took him to normal and had him solo tank every time.
Yeah, I've never ran 2 tanks in this
Alright.
dungeon.
Let me run this